Today we're going to understand two powerful food groups that can help you with the protection of your DNA. Every disease that you may have or you may fear, whether it's cancer, heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune, obesity, it starts with one damaged cell. And we have trillions of cells in the human body. It starts from that one damaged cell. And every cell in your body is controlled by one thing, which is your DNA. So how well are we protecting our DNA every single day? What destroys our DNA? And what are those particular foods and lifestyle changes that can help us protect our DNA? So let's go back to school for a bit. Let's go on to what is DNA? It's the instruction manual of the body. Every cell you make, every hormone you produce, every repair process that is happening while you're sick, all of it is controlled by the DNA instructions within your cells. In fact, there are such complex pathways. The food that we eat, the air that we breathe, the medicine that you take, the supplements that you take, all have an impact on our DNA. It's complicated. You can't chat GPT the 5 best foods for your hair, the 5 best foods for weight loss, and expect it to work alone. On paper, it may sound solid and scientific, but once it enters your body, there are complex pathways that are involved to extract nutrients from your food and actually work together to give you those health benefits. The problem is when DNA just starts to get damaged, that's when all the problems start. That's when our cells start to behave abnormally. What damages DNA? Unfortunately, modern food and modern lifestyle isn't friendly towards our DNA. Every day we're exposed to ultra-processed food, pesticides, adulteration in the food, air pollution, chronic stress levels, sleep deprivation, too much of sugar, too much of junk, alcohol, smoking, all of these things in excess. They increase oxidative stress and inflammation, which over time starts to damage your DNA. But hey, there's good news. Your body has incredible built-in repair systems. The quality of your food and your lifestyle determines how well your DNA repairs. So when people come to us with a disease, let's take, for example, a cancer. While they may take their chemotherapy, they may do their radiation, we look at the immune system. The one thing we're trying to figure out is how do we create that perfect environment for the DNA to work the right way? The very fact that someone has a disease means that somewhere their DNA got corrupted. So today I'm going to talk about two humble food groups that you and I have access to. And we should be having some of these foods every day, especially if we're living in places where the pollution is high, or we're already on medical treatments, or we have adulteration in our food chain, or we're living with chronic stress. So basically, this is for everyone. Don't wait until you get sick, because these food groups also play a huge role in prevention. The first food group that we're going to talk about today are your beans. Your legumes may not be glamorous, but they are one of the most powerful food groups for cellular health. Examples: your kidney beans, your chickpeas, your lentils, your dals, your black beans, your white beans, your rajma, your chana. These foods are rich in fiber, polyphenols, folate. Your DNA loves folates. Folates are so protective for your DNA, but so many people live with low folate levels. And that's why their DNA doesn't have the ability to protect itself or repair itself. But my tips for you is always, if you're having beans and if you're having lentils, soak them for at least 8 to 12 hours. Use something called asafoetida, also called hing in India. Cook with that. Now, beans protect your DNA in several ways. Number one, they reduce inflammation. Beans are one of the most anti-inflammatory food groups. Prevent DNA damage. They're rich in folates, which actually protect and help your DNA work better. The fiber and antioxidants in beans also helps you to lower inflammatory stress in the body. Now let's come to food group 2, because I know there will be so many people, but Luke, beans just don't suit me. Lentils just don't suit. The first question is why? What is wrong with your gut that you cannot digest beans and lentils? So that's something you want to plant into your mind and figure out whether you have already an inflamed gut, or you're cooking it the wrong way, you're eating it the wrong way, or you have a weak gut. Cruciferous vegetables, a powerful family of food for your DNA. Examples: your broccoli, your kale, your cauliflower, your cabbage, your Brussels sprouts, your mustard greens, your radish. All of these have unique compounds, glucosinolates, which are so powerful for your cells. So you see a lot of these foods are correlated with cancer protection, cancer recovery, etc., etc. Remember, never get off your treatment without your medical doctors, and there is no one food that can cure you from cancer. They are supportive functions in the human body. When you chew these foods, they form powerful molecules called sulforaphane, extremely powerful in the role. Cruciferous vegetables protect your DNA. They activate detoxification enzyme. They help your gene activate the right way to prevent damage to your DNA. So think of it as your DNA protective shield. All of us need shields to protect us. So you see, you don't always need superfoods to protect your DNA. These simple food groups are perfect for you. So include a bean or a lentil every day. So today I may have beans, tomorrow I may have lentils. In my vegetables today I may have broccoli, tomorrow I may have cabbage, I may have cauliflower. If you're a thyroid patient, please understand you can't have these vegetables raw. In fact, I don't suggest them raw to anyone. They're difficult and hard to digest. Steam them lightly, cook them, make them into soups, saute them very, very lightly, because if you boil them or cook them too much, you are reducing the nutrient composition of these particular vegetables. So all of you crucifers, steam them, boil them a little bit, lightly saute them, but do not have them raw. So every day I can have a different bean family or a lentil family, and every day I can have a different crucifer. It is so important for you to understand that protecting your DNA does not happen in a laboratory. It happens in your kitchen every single day. So if you can't have the bean family or the lentil family, you can have a crucifer vegetable every single day. But you want to try to get these humble foods in your diet every single day. Rotate. You have so many different options. Your DNA is your biological legacy. You need to understand that. You can have complication of ice baths and red light therapy and superfoods and whatever you want, cryotherapy. I don't have a problem with these things. But in foundational medicine, we respect the foundations. Are you building the foundation that is necessary? And especially for my fellow citizens in India, where we're living in polluted states with a dishonest food chain and adulterated foods, the only thing we can do, because even I'm confused, I don't even know which are the healthy brands anymore. Everyone's lying. There are some founders which are ethical. There are a handful of them in our country. Anyway, the one thing that's in our control is building that solid defense system in our body against air, against water, against food. Finally, we do need those to change by our government. But in the meantime, we can take these little steps of protecting our DNA with good, solid sleep, learning to navigate through our emotional, chronic stress, exercise, not too much, not too little. And then nutrition, these two powerful food groups. Add this to your diet, see how it fails. A lot of people reach out to me every day. Luke, how can we help? How can we help? How can we volunteer? The only thing you can do at this particular point is keep sharing information so it reaches the right people who can make the right changes. When we unite together and we share information that is useful, somewhere indirectly or directly, you are making impact in someone else's life.